So many of us love avocados, right? But what we don't love is grocery shopping more than once a week. And something else we don't love is cutting into an avocado and having it look like this. So how do you do it? How do you stick to your regular grocery shopping routine and yet enjoy the tastiness and healthy benefits of avocado all week long? No, the answer is not more Instacart deliveries for just 2 avocados. But stick around in this video and we'll have some answers for you. Welcome to Fitness and Beer. I'm Larry Powell, and in today's video, we're going to talk about managing your avocados. If you get into the internet, there's plenty of suggestions and hacks for freezing avocados, preventing them from browning, and in some cases, ripening them faster. They're not all good suggestions, mind you. So after a little bit of research and years of trial and error, I believe I've come up with a pretty good method to enjoy fresh, never frozen avocados all week long without multiple trips to the grocery store. And we're gonna do a little side experiment. Since I've never frozen an avocado, we're gonna give it a try. So step 1 starts in the grocery store. And although it may seem commonsensical, it starts with your avocado selection. By selecting avocados in different stages of ripeness, you want no more than 1 or 2 avocados that are ready now. Those will be the avocados for today and tomorrow. Then you want 1 or 2 avocados that aren't ready yet, but are just beginning to become soft. They should be similar in feel to a softball. Now is a good time to point out that choosing avocado ripeness is not about looks, but about feel. You don't want to squeeze the avocado so much that you put your fingerprints in it, but you do want to give it a good enough feel that you can tell how hard or soft that avocado is. And lastly, the rest of the avocados should be as hard as rock. So I've gotten all my avocados, I'm back home, and this is where the fun began. Here's the challenge: 7 avocados for 7 days. The goal is to eat 1 avocado per day, and obviously to have avocado that looks and tastes as best as it possibly can. In my house, we're not big fans of brown avocado. What can I say? Aesthetics matter. So for now, the avocados can take refuge on the counter for a short time. But this is where step 2 comes in, and we start to actually manage the avocados. We'll want to check the avocados daily and relocate them as they ripen. And remember, the 2 avocados that are already ripe, well, one of them is for dinner tonight. Check that. Superior rhyme skills. Day number 1 was a sure thing. And if anything, the avocado was not quite ripe as it could have been, but it was ripe enough to contribute to a tasty meal. We had grilled tenderloin with avocado and squash. I took the video before I put the squash on the plate. Day number 2, we're already hitting the sweet spot as we cut into our second softest avocado, which at first wasn't very soft at all, but now is pretty much perfect after 24 hours. We had taco salads with ground chicken. Day number 3. As I mentioned earlier, you'll want to either eat or relocate the avocados as they ripen. However, many times you'll find something similar to what I found on the morning of day number 3.
Hey guys, so it's Tuesday morning, and something that I didn't expect to happen, but probably should have expected, is most of these avocados are either ready or pretty close to ready now. So this is the point where I got to bring in one of the most important tools when it comes to management of your avocados, the refrigerator. So we're just going to take the avocados and we're going to stuff them in the fridge.
It can feel like all of your avocados end up ripe at the same time, and they often do, with very small amounts of differentiation. So you may think, why even bother with selecting carefully at the grocery store if they're all just going to end up ripe at the same time anyway? But this is actually why the grocery store selection is so important. Although all of the avocados may end up soft enough to relocate to the fridge on the same day, even better if they don't. However, the hope is to have avocados with varying levels of softness before they're relocated into the refrigerator. The refrigerator will slow down the ripening process. It is this small amount of differentiation which will aid you in your selection of which avocado to eat for the next several days. No matter what, you always want to grab the ripest, softest avocado, regardless of where it's located. So whether it's in the fridge or still on the counter, the softest avocado is the avocado for today. But again, remember, no avocados are to be relocated into the fridge before they're soft enough for consumption. Putting avocados in the refrigerator or the freezer before they're soft enough is a good method to end up with rubbery, inedible avocados. Day number 4, we're still on track. Today's avocado is almost perfect. We had thin sliced grilled New York strip steak and eggs with squash and avocados. And here comes day number 5, and this is generally where things can get a little hinky. But our experiment is going better than expected, and today's avocado is nearly perfect. We use it for taco salads again. Day number 6 of our experiment, and all of our avocados have been in great condition to eat up until today. And day number 6 is no exception. Now, lots of time when our avocados begin to brown and really don't have the best aesthetic for slicing, we'll simply mash it up and season it with salt and pepper, creating an avocado mash. It's a great topping, a great side, and the perfect way to dilute any brown ugly spots on the avocado. And finally, to day number 7, and we turn to our little experiment, the frozen avocado. I can start off by saying freezing an avocado whole is a bad idea. So I took my frozen avocado out of the freezer and let it defrost on the kitchen counter at room temperature. As it defrosted, the avocado turned mushy and the skin turned leathery. And overall, when I cut into it, it was just pretty gross. The texture and the flavor had been altered as well, and this avocado went straight into the trash. Now, freezing an avocado whole isn't the way to do it. There's other methods out there which may yield better results. And maybe one day I'll give it another try when I'm ready. So, in conclusion, the experiment went well, and it's totally possible to enjoy fresh avocados all week long with a single grocery shopping trip. It just requires the slightest bit of effort when selecting your avocados and when choosing them for relocation into the refrigerator. As for my 7th avocado, in full transparency, I meant to buy 8 and used the 8th avocado for the freezer experiment. But I miscounted somewhere along the way and still wanted to do the freezer thing, so I had to use my 7th. But I have no doubt that if I had stuck to my regular routine and put that 7th avocado in the refrigerator, I would have had delicious avocado to eat all week long. Thanks for watching Fitness and Beer.